What's good, everyone? We are literally a few days away from the start of the 6-year anniversary. I'm sure everybody on the JP side is excited about it, as well as global players that are interested in finding out, which units are coming out and releasing with the 6-year anniversary in part 1 and part 2. But I saw a comment, I think it was like yesterday, maybe the day before. Meme Master Jim suggested I make a prediction video for the anniversary banners. Now, personally, I'm not the biggest fan of doing this type of stuff just because I suck at predictions, and although there's some logic to it, it's really hard to figure out what Bandai and Akatsuki are thinking necessarily. So it's a little bit difficult to do, but I figured for this time, why not just kind of apply my own take on it and just kind of figure out what kind of banner that ideally I would like to see, and just keep a little bit of realism, within like the take per se. So a lot of the stuff I did based on last year's, 5-year DokkanFest banner. Obviously we had the LR Gogeta Blue, but also a new unit, and then a couple of the LRs, like the LR cells from the 300 million download. Obviously this is the three-year LRs and whatnot. Not really a whole lot of logic, I guess, behind some of the other units listed on here, and that's really what makes it difficult, right, in terms of trying to predict an upcoming banner. So if we look at the Tech Vegito Blue one, of course, we've got this one. I'm pretty sure this guy was new at the time, and then, of course, the offset for the 300 million other LR unit, and then the, Vegito 3-year LR and whatnot, and a bunch of other units. I mean, some of this stuff does make sense in terms of, like, it being, like, the future saga and, the villains counter to, Vegito Blue and whatnot. So, I mean, this one does make a little bit sense in a way where you do have the Super Saiyan Gogeta and Dragon Ball Super Broly. But, again, some of the other ones really don't make sense. I think it's more or less, just a similar type unit and name labeling, that sort of stuff. So, with that being said, what do I think about the upcoming 6-year anniversary banner? So, I mocked up something real quick, and this is essentially what I'm thinking, right? So again, this is basically my own guess, and literally that's all that is a guess. All right, so I'm sure I might get some heat for this, whatever the case is, but opinions and opinions, so agree to disagree, I guess, at the end of the day. But with that being said, so of course it is a Dual DokkanFest banner, split into 2 different banners. So the first one, I personally would like to see, maybe a super physical type LR Mastered Ultra Instinct Goku. Now, I would rather prefer a standalone version of the unit, similar to LR UI Goku, instead of a transforming mechanic. I mean, honestly, I would prefer that over, like standalone versus a transforming is basically what I would prefer. All right. In terms of like some of the other units, like the placeholder on the left for each of these guys, I expect some sort of new unit to be introduced along with the new LRs, and then similar to last year with the return of the worldwide celebration units. Of course, we have the Strength Super Vegito and the LR Buhan unit, so both of those, each will be on the respective banners. Now, I don't know necessarily which one will go to which, but as far as I'm concerned, this is kind of the way to look at it. I really do feel like they are going to bring back the LR Kaioken Blue Goku as well, and Super Saiyan Blue Evolution Vegeta. I just feel like they'll most likely include the unit, and then kind of countering to that, I included the Strength Kaioken Blue Goku as well. Now, with that one, I'm not 100% sure, because last time I checked, I think he returned on the Angel Golden Frieza banner, if I'm not mistaken. So in terms of like potentially being included on here, I don't know. It might be replaced with, another LR to, keep each of the banners with a total of 3. I think that's what it was last year in terms of the anniversary part 1 banners. So that's pretty much it. The rest of the guys, really, I mean, it's just kind of like the Universe Survival Saga, the Tournament of Power relation. So this one was a little bit difficult, but I threw in units like the Int UI Goku, AGL Evolution Vegeta, the Int Angel Golden Frieza Tech Hit, those types of units, because they tend to include some of the units that we don't necessarily want, right, included, and they kind of force their way in, obviously, to level things out and not make the banner overly great, I guess, is why they go behind it. And literally like the units you see on here, like 17, Krillin, Topo, Caulifla, Kale, all those guys are more or less just kind of, inclusion just for the sake of it being along the lines of the theme, really. So that's what it comes down to. Now, I didn't talk about what I thought the second banner main feature unit would be. So, I mean, personally, obviously, the Super Saiyan Blue Evolution Vegeta is pretty, common knowledge, I guess, in terms of like what people were thinking will happen in terms of like the offset for the LR Goku unit that's coming out. So certainly could be the case. I would prefer a transforming Vegeta unit that potentially starts off as, I don't know, base form or whatever, and goes through like, 2 transformations to get into, the Super Saiyan Blue and then final state of evolution, whatnot. I think the other potential opportunity here is to include a brand new LR transforming Jiren. Now the Super Tech version, the LR Full Power, now it has a Full Power label on it, and this is actually a mistake I just caught, because I don't think a brand new Jiren would share the same attribute of being a tech type versus the full power version of the LR that already exists. So maybe there'll, potentially be a type change with that. But essentially I included that option because, again, we only have one other summonable Jiren unit, right? The strength type. And it's been a while since that unit came out. So with that being said, I figured another normal, I guess, Jiren in a way would be potentially a possibility, or the Evolution Vegeta, which makes more logical sense, I guess, in this case. But again, this is really just guesswork. I did apply a little bit of logic to it, but a lot of it, especially like the six featured units outside of like the top 3 or top row, I mean, this is pretty much guesswork at that point. So again, I'm not an expert when it comes to this stuff. It's more or less just my own opinion-based guesses. So I'm sure a lot of you guys disagree, but if you do or if you don't, just let me know in the comments, and let me know what your personal take on what you expect to see in the upcoming banners for the 6-year anniversary are. Okay, with that being said, I'll go ahead and close out here. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. As always, thanks for watching, and I will catch you guys later. All right, peace out.